People who prefer thinking and decision making tend to look at the logical consequences of their choices and their actions. And they really are great at removing themselves from a situation because they like to examine things objectively. They're going to analyze every piece of the situation and all of the ramifications. Their goal is to have an objective standard of truth and an application of principles. Their strengths, though, include figuring out what is wrong with something. They are great problem solvers, and those who prefer thinking are excellent at analyzing and solving technical problems, directing the logical process toward a desired goal. The thinking preference is very quick to analyze things. They're logical problem solvers. Remember that fairness and the justice, that's great for them. They have valued that above all else. They look at cause and effect in their reasoning, and they're going to really strive for an impersonal and objective truth. They don't want emotions in things or anything subjective. And sometimes they may appear just a little bit too tough-minded. In an extroverted dominant thinking, they bring order to their environment, and that's what's really important to them, is to make a logical space in their external environment. They like directness and clarity, and they express their thoughts in this way and their judgments. And so one thing to do if you're an extroverted dominant thinker is to also look at how you can use this same directness and clarity with your feelings and emotions. They are action-oriented and decisive. Sometimes they may be a little too decisive, so make sure that you take time to ponder or to pause before you jump in and make a decision. They can be impatient with others, especially with anybody that is inefficient or incompetent, and they are not going to make excuses, and therefore they don't accept excuses. And this is because they're great goal planners. They have very detailed action plans to reach their goals with implementations. They know where they're going to gather their resources. And then they also are very good at being natural leaders in order to direct others to receive the same kind of results. They devise very intricate systems, and they're going to trust their systems to deal with other people's needs. So one thing to do if you are a thinker that's a dominant thinker, takes a moment to really ponder for a minute how other people might feel in the same situation. You may even be willing to talk to and look at people who are extroverted feelers and see what they may be able to help you in understanding how other people may feel. They also are able to see some glitches that people may overlook, and they're going to anticipate consequences that others may never have been able to really see or to anticipate. The dominant extroverted thinking type, they're very natural leaders. They're quick and assertive and decisive. Their judgments are clear and logical, and very rarely do they have second thoughts about any of their choices. Their goal is to create a logical order in their external world to make their environment rational.